Oh, hello, weary travelers. Come on in. It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour the ales over the stories, fables, and tales about the bards, battle axes, and bows taking out their ferocious foes. Just take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Previously on Carriage Rest Tales. Vaso returns from an unexpected foray into Dorma to an equally unexpected revelation that Benson is Vaso's uncle. Meanwhile, Nomis has been oddly distant and avoiding his squad mates. Woods delivers on the special effects at the end of Nomis and Wallace's stellar performance at the festival, but when the fog clears, chaos ensues. How will our beloved recruits react? Why is there tension among the party? And what is going on at the festival? Find out now on this week's episode of Carriage Rest Tales.
All right, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and one of the Dungeon Masters, Mike, and to my left we have...
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan. I will be playing Nomis the Bard.
Hey, everybody, this is Nick. I will be playing Vaso, the half-orc barbarian. Stutter.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I play Woods, the Elven Ranger.
And I am John, your other ghost and Mungendaster.
Mungendaster. Okay.
Nomis, we're going to start with you.
I had a feeling.
You are standing on the festival stage, disorientated. Your vision is obscured by fog, and your ears are ringing. Not from your performance, but from the sound of an explosion coming from the direction of the Order of Light. As the fog slowly lifts and you struggle to regain your senses, a call from Wallace finds your ears, clear as a bell. As you spin around towards where the sound came from, Wallace's large figure emerges from the fog, and you can immediately tell that something is wrong. He shuffles towards you, but quickly falls to his knees. He is close enough for you to now see his eyes go black as his body starts to dematerialize, drifting away into the golden specks of light. In an almost poetic, yet terrifying parallel to the symbol of the Order, you watch as the essence of Wallace begins to evaporate in the mist of swirling golden dust, sparkling contrastedly against the black of the rift, which you now notice opened behind him. You watch in horror as your friend's essence fades away, leaving behind nothing but a golden shard at the feet of his killer. Someone you have been looking for a very long time.
Hello, Nomis. Nice to see you again.
Grace, what did you do? And like Nomis is like excited at first, but like he's really upset. Like on his knees.
Whoa, that?
That?
I am sorry about that. I know you were attached to that one, but the Order... Nomis, you've seen the truth, haven't you? He was in the Order.
I'm in the Order.
Yes, but you're different, Nomis. I know why you're in the Order. In the grand scheme of things, none of us individuals matter for the most part, except for people like you and I, Nomis.
I'm in the Order to find you, and now here you are, killed my friend. Like I can't.
Yes,
this isn't
in the Order to find me, and you have.
But this isn't like you. You wouldn't hurt a fly. Now you're killing people. Why did you do it?
It's been a long time, Nomis. I have changed.
For the worse? I can't get it.
Make
Why?
Perception check for me, Nomis.
See how perceptive Nomis is. Roll my d20 and I'll add a 5 to it. I've been heating up my dice. 10. Not warming it up enough.
Yeah, so you notice behind you, you kind of feel someone take a step behind you, and before you realize what happens, your wooden dagger has been lifted from your person, and the figure behind you throws it over to Grace, who catches it in the air. Nomis, I have what I needed here. Come with me, and I can tell you, I'll tell you more.
You're not the same. This isn't you, and Nomis is like crying because this is not his friend. Like hysterical.
Nomis.
Like, why did you kill Wallace? Why did you need
Nomis?
Why did you kill Wallace?
The Order is not what they claim to be. You've seen the truth, Nomis. You saw what they did to my friend Gordon.
I'm picking up on that, but he was my friend. Like he...
Yes, I had a friend too. His name was Gordon. You saw what they did to him. Your reality is a falsehood. Come with me and I will tell you everything. And At this point, she's like backing away from you, and as she says that, she is at the edge of the rift that she walked out of on stage, and she says, "Come with me, Nomis, please." And then she steps into the rift.
Let's go ahead and cut scenes over to Vaso and Benson. You guys were currently hanging out at the petting zoo. As you remember, you were with Vyroon's Shard, and you and Benson were going around kind of experiencing family together and experiencing all the things that Vyroon loved. And as a reminder, Benson grew up on a farm with Vyroon. So you guys ended up at the petting zoo when all of a sudden this really large explosion happened. You guys didn't have any of these hooded figures around you, but what you do notice is that a bunch of Danoa are starting to fly out of that big 50-foot rift.
Okay, so the rift is above the order, or?
Yep.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Okay, how do we, my rift stitch gonna reach that? So I would imagine me and Benson are gonna head towards the order.
Okay.
That way we can get closer to the rift to close it.
You start hobbling over there because you remember that you currently are on crutches.
Yep.
And you have 9 hit points.
Benson is next to you, and while you've been walking around the festival, he has had Vyroon's Shard strapped to his back, and he's been carrying it around the festival all day. And as you are walking towards the order, he is kind of directing people to stay calm and like trying to get them out of the way, not exposed, so that they're safe from the attack. And he's kind of encouraging you to do the same thing. He says, "Vaso, as we head toward the order, help these people get out of here calmly and safely."
And as he says that, 2 of those flying creatures that were pouring in out of the rift land in the middle of the petting zoo, and they start attacking animals and citizens all over the place. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, so I got a 7, and what do I add again? My initiative, so 1.
Yeah, it's dexterity based.
Yep.
All right, I'll track initiative for this side of the combat zone.
Yep, I'll roll for Benson here in a second.
What did you get, Nick?
8.
My flying monsters got 14.
That's higher than you.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Benson, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, so you said the flying monsters are just kind of approaching?
Yep, the monsters have landed in the petting zoo, so they attacked some of the animals that haven't got away yet, and some of the citizens that are still haven't quite made it to cover yet.
Yeah, so Benson does not have his usual armor on. He's got a lighter version of his order uniform, but he does have his sword at his hip, which he draws and charges for the nearest Danoa.
You can make it there.
He's going to swing at it. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, 20 hits.
Yeah, it's 12 slashing damage.
So you take a pretty good chunk out of that first flying creature, and it has now focused on you.
Yep. So Benson's got multi-attack, so he's gonna take the first swing at it, and he's gonna like spin around in a circle right up for the second swing because this Danoa was not quite ready for him. So does a 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay, well he was trying to be flashy, it didn't quite work because the second one went right over its head.
That happens. Monsters are gonna go, and the first one's gonna attack Benson that just hit it. Bite attack first for 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you take 6 damage, and then it's going to, while it's holding you in its jaws, start trying to slash it with its claws for a 16 to hit.
Actually, Benson, I just said Benson does not have his armor on, so I think that actually would hit.
Okay, takes 6 more slashing damage. Vaso, this other one, since you haven't engaged yet, is going to just attack some citizens that haven't fled because they're easy targets for him.
Okay.
So it landed on the back of one and it's starting to rake its claws over it. The citizen's not doing well. The monster's doing absolutely great.
Great.
Just for everyone listening on our computer monitor that we have here, Mike has like the most like
adorable
fantasy feel. Like, yeah, it's something out of like a kindergartner's book. Like the perfect farm. There's like geese in the pond. There's rabbits, guinea pigs, a cat by a basket of fruit. There's a goat on like a barrel of pigs, horses, and then you got 2 circular half-orc fighter guys right in the middle fighting these like winged demon.
It does look like a children's book. Yeah.
It's a petting zoo.
It is the cutest petting zoo ever.
It's supposed to be nice and cute.
And there's 2 asses in the background.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 mules there too.
Yeah.
All right, Vasa, what are you doing?
Okay. How far away am I to the closest Denoa?
Benson's ahead, fighting one that's further away. The other one would probably be about 20 feet from you. That'd be probably your max movement, though, with your crutches.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the closest one, and then so I'm guessing I still have that wrist sword.
You do.
All right, so I'm gonna do that. Imagine my sword, and it's gonna come out,
Exactly.
and I'm gonna hit the Denoa with it.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
The best part of all of this is we still haven't listened
great.
to the individual episodes.
4 plus. Do I get strength for that?
Yeah, it was strength and your proficiency.
So Ryan and I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
So 9 total.
Yeah, that misses.
But now we know Vaso has quite the imagination.
Now he has some sort of
Sword.
magical
Yeah.
wrist sword that just appears.
And then we're
Get
going,
over here.
We're going to do one round of combat here, and then we're going to jump back over to Nomus and Woods. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, because if you guys remembered, not only was Grace there, but you guys were surrounded by about 20 humanoids in robes.
I have a 19.
Oh, a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that makes sense since you're kind of on stage right after the little scene that just happened there.
And I'm just going to roll 1 for the enemies, and then we'll just have them all go in the same. 6. So the enemies are going last.
Yeah, so Woods, you make your way out onto the stage from backstage where you see Nomus, and you didn't see any of what just happened there. You just see Nomus standing next to a shard of light and a rift, and the fog over the square where you're performing is cleared, and you notice all these tan-robed figures making their way toward you on stage.
Are there Denoa?
There are not to Noah.
Okay. But it's Nomus's turn first, right?
It's Nomus's turn first. There's still a rift that was opened that Grace had just went through, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
There's about 20 people on each side of you. There's 3 of them in the front and 1 in the back.
Are they different than one in the back?
Roll a perception check.
23.
You would see that their robes are a slightly different color. Like they're a little bit nicer.
Okay.
So you kind of maybe get the fact that they're the generals of each of those little contingents. But it's Nomus's turn.
Yeah, it's okay. So Nomus is knelt down. He's still like kind of crying for the loss of his friend, but he collects himself, and I can see the light shard.
Yep. Yeah, the light shard's still there. It just is floating at this point as a normal light shard. You just happen to know who it is.
Yeah. Can I take it?
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Okay. I'm gonna pick it up and hold it like close to my chest and kind of mutter, if anything, I'll avenge you. And I'm going through the rift.
Oh, all right. Sounds good. Nomus runs to the rift.
Woods is going to draw her bow. So as soon as this starts to happen and these people are closing in, she's going to draw her bow, and she has no clue what's going on, but she's going to like walk backwards and follow Nomus right into the rift.
You walk backwards to follow Nomus through the rift, but unfortunately by the time that you get there, the rift has closed.
Insane.
I am handing Nomus, a.k.a. Ryan, a card for the cultists for the rest of this session because Nomus has exited stage left. You're going to be playing. You're going to be playing as a cultist in the fight against Woods.
My cultist name is Blue Oyster.
Blue Oyster.
And you do not need to fear the Reaper because he's not going to be a very good fighter.
For this combat, Ryan, the way I'm playing it is there's just going to be 4 cultists. So each of these 3 are just going to act as one.
Okay.
And I'll handle the generals behind them. All right, Woods, your movement failed.
And she's got her, and she is her bow draughted.
Draughted.
Her bow is
drawn.
Drawn.
Her bow is drawn, and she is kind of spinning slowly around. What do you want? What is happening? Where did Nomus go?
Nomus went to see the master.
The master.
Master!
What master? Take me to him.
You are unworthy.
Master does not wish to be seen.
Not by you yet.
I don't.
And then as you're trying to figure that out, one of them kind of lets out a crazy shriek and is going to start charging at you.
Great.
That was my shrill.
How close are they to me?
You would not have disadvantage on your bow yet, but next turn they will probably close the distance.
I want to put my bow up and I want to take out my sickles. So Woods has 2 sickles, so they are long handled half or crescent moon shaped blades, just like the moon around her neck. And they're dual wielding. So she has 2 of them, and that is what she's going to fight. So she's going to swing at the first one.
Everybody's got all these weapons I don't know about.
So her right hand, so how it works, she gets a right hand and then a left hand, and they're kind of a little bit different, but her right hand rolled a 7.
Oh, she's got dual wielding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no penalty for offhand.
I don't
Okay,
believe
I was
so.
trying to remember.
Well, it's so what happens is it's less damage with my offhand.
Okay,
so there's
you still get
different
the
stats.
proficiencies.
Yeah.
Just, okay.
So I
7 misses, I
Mechanics.
assume.
Yes.
So I swung with the right, totally missed, but I'm going to come back with the left. 15.
That hits.
Okay. And 3 damage. And that's all I can do.
Enemies are going to go, so you're going to have 4 cultist actions.
Oh, they're all attacking.
That's what I assumed. Go ahead and roll it.
You want me to roll 4 d20s?
Sure, we can do 4 d20s to see how many of them hit.
Okay.
Do you
Since
need
they're all
another one?
since they're all 4 attacks.
I'll just roll these twice. We're burning for you.
That was creepy.
So I rolled a 9 and a 14.
They both miss.
We're still burning for you. Burning for you.
They're now barred.
We're burning. We're
Yeah.
burning. They're bardish cultists.
I picture them.
They are at a festival.
They
Yeah.
are in like barber shop quartet.
A 19 and a 16.
That both hits.
So
Should be 1
damage. Yep.
1d6 plus 1.
Yep. So we got a 6 and a 7. 13.
My cultists in the back are going to go. They're going to chant something, though, and you're not sure what it is that they're chanting. It will come into play next start.
If there are any Blue Oyster Cult fans out there, you can reach out to me. I'd like to know who you are.
On the Discord, is that the best way?
Or probably through Instagram. Just, yeah.
You have an Instagram account?
No, I mean just our Instagram.
account. Okay, so reach out to Ryan through Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll let him know. Perfect. Sounds great.
I'll get one.
I thought you had a surprise Instagram account. I was really
Y'all
excited.
get weapons? I have Instagram.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right, we are over on Vaso and Benson's side. Benson, you are up first.
All right, we still have 2 main Denoa here on the ground with us.
Correct?
Yep. Benson is going to swing his greatsword at the same one he was swinging at before. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Oh, okay. How about a 16?
16 does.
All right, so he does his usual double attack, and the first one does not quite connect with this thing. Second one does for 10 slashing damage.
All right, it is going to respond by lashing in at you, trying to bite, and then it's going to try to pick Benson up if it actually lands. 23 to hit, I assume lands.
Yes.
All right, Benson takes 8 piercing damage, and then it's going to start flying off, trying to carry Benson as high as it can. So go ahead and roll a competing strength check to see if you can break free of the flying creature. He got a 16.
Okay. 21.
It's able to break free, so this creature is now flying out of reach of Benson because it was trying to pull up and it kind of didn't grab it, so it shot up really fast with the momentum.
Yep. So Benson's got some legendary actions that he can do at the end of another creature's turn, so he's going to take an opportunity as that thing is flying away to make a weapon attack with his sword. And that's a natty 20.
Yep, that's going to hit it pretty solidly. Looks like 16 slashing damage.
Yeah.
All right, and it is no longer out of reach. It doesn't kill it, but it definitely slowed it down a lot, so it's no longer able to fly. While that's going on the one side, this other gargoyle is going to attack a citizen. It successfully kills that citizen. And then the next closest thing is Vaso. So it's going to reach out for a single claw attack against Vaso. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
All right. You're going to take 7 slashing damage from your, I think you have 9 right now.
Now he's got 2.
Now he's got 2.
Math.
Yeah.
The episode where all the party members die.
Except Nomus.
Clean sweep. Just kidding.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
We don't know that either yet. Vaso, your turn.
Okay, so Vaso gets hit, and so he's pretty angry. So he's actually going to go into rage after he goes. Because rage has to be a bonus action, I think.
Yeah, you can do bonus actions beforehand, though.
Okay. Yeah, so he's going to go into rage. Because even though he's only got 2 hit points left.
That's fine. So the way turns work is you get a move, an action, and a bonus action, but they don't have to be in that order.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's going to
jump into rage.
He's going to swing with his sword again.
Perfect.
Oh, great. A 2 plus 5, which is 7.
That still misses. You're just not having good luck at this.
I mean, he's on crutches right now, so that's, he's just struggling.
The green tennis balls.
Vaso, what are you doing? Get out of here. Help these people to safety. I will take care of these.
Okay.
Is that a legendary action he's doing on him?
Oh, he's just saying. He's just talking.
Gotcha.
I mean, so I do have a legendary action that would normally say, let them make a weapon attack, but I think it would be fair to let you just run away.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll run away. Okay. I'm gonna die.
So we're gonna say instead of taking the weapon attack, you take the disengage action, and you're able to hobble away from this flying creature. Probably a little defeated.
Yeah.
And we're gonna switch sides back over to, I guess it's just Woods now.
Woods is not stupid, and she just took half of her available hit points. And she's looking around at this barrage of people closing in on her. She's going to cast Fog Cloud, and she is going to reach into her soul so deeply and channel all of her energy and create the thickest fog cloud she possibly can. And she's going to do it, and then she is going to run from this as fast and as furious as she can.
All right, so go ahead. What level are you casting your fog cloud at?
Level 1, because that's all I can do.
Okay, sounds good. And you're going to try to run through the.
I'm going to just it looks like there's an opening, kind of. They're not all equidistant, so the closest opening I'm going to do, I'm going to try soak, and I'm just going to run. And I would like to run with my sickles kind of out. So if I hit anyone, I kind of cut them on the way. That's her plan. As you're running through these cultists, we'll say you just go through this little gap that I have in the screen here. These 2 cultists are going to get an attack of opportunity, but at disadvantage. So go ahead and roll that, Ryan.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2d20s. I'll take the lowest and add 3 to the lowest. I rolled a 20 and a 10, so 13.
That
13.
misses.
Yep, and then roll it for the second cultist that she split the difference of.
5.
That misses.
So you're able to break free of these cultists. As you're breaking free, you hear kind of a cry out in the corner, like, no, leave me alone. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And what you see is there is a little child that didn't quite flee with everybody else, and it is hiding underneath of the stage. So you have like a elevated stage. She's hiding underneath that, and there is a cultist trying to grab at her. At this point, she's out of reach because she's so far in, but you can definitely tell they have spotted her and are trying to capture her.
Okay. Hold on.
So at this point, you've just moved.
I know. Yep.
I'd say you moved half your speed. I guess you casted Fog Cloud and moved. So you have a bonus action and some movement left.
Okay. So the fog cloud's going to last up for an hour or until a 10-mile-an-hour wind comes through.
Okay.
So how close am I?
To that child?
Yeah.
Probably about 10 feet because you just got off the stage. So think of it like you got on stage, they were attacking you, and then as you ran and jumped off the stage, that's when you're able to I see a child there. You know what I mean?
Mechanically, I can't harness my sickles and pull my bow out and shoot it.
Mechanically, you cannot.
Okay, I didn't think so. I'm going to throw my sickle at it.
At the cultist the
cultist that's at the child.
I'll let you do a bonus action as that.
Yeah, and we're just going to see what happens. So how am I going to roll that?
It is going to be a dexterity-based throw. I'm not going to give you proficiency because you're using it as a bonus action.
Okay. 12.
It meets.
Ties go to the attacker.
Woohoo! All right.
Is this the one she hit already or a new one?
I'd say it's a new one since this is kind of in the back line.
So it's a C5 cultist?
Yep.
Okay.
4 damage.
Okay. So it does 4 damage.
So just 4 damage, yeah.
Hits him right in the back, so it's going to startle this cultist quite a bit. It's
Ow!
got a stickle sticking in its back.
Okay.
Hard to say.
Someone's stickle is sticking squarely shoulder.
Solidly in my
Shoulder. Okay.
The rest of the cultists are kind of probably confused inside of this maze. So we're just going to say for their turn, they move around a little bit. I will say one of my back generals is going to see kind of like your fog trail.
Okay.
It's just going to throw a dagger at you with disadvantage.
Okay.
A 15.
It meets.
So you take 3 piercing damage as a dagger kind of flies through the air and catches you. It's kind of like when you stop to throw your sickle, you just got hit in the shoulder as well.
Okay.
And do you want to do one more round here before we jump over to Vaso?
Yeah.
All
right. So I'm going to, now it's my turn. I'm going to run towards, I'm going to get to where the child is. Does the hooded figure have the child grappled?
Nope, it hasn't quite reached it yet, especially when you hit it with the sickle. It probably backed up, so it hasn't grabbed the child yet.
All right, I'm going to grab the child. Where's the sickle? Is it in him still or on the ground?
I imagine it's stuck in his back.
I'm thinking if I want to go try to grab it off of him. I have a question. Mm-hmm. Mechanically, if I left my weapon, could I use my sickle two-handed and get more damage?
Yeah, I'm good with that. You'll be able to, what is it, a D6 right now?
No, it's a D4.
Oh, I'll say a D6 then.
Okay, I'm going to do that then. I'm going to leave my sickle there. This is a very intense situation. It's not worth it. And I'm going to grab the child and I'm going to run as far as I can away.
Okay, so you're not going to attack. You're just leaving the sickle there. You'll have your other sickle for if they follow you or if you need to fight off something else.
Yep.
Go ahead and do a dexterity check just to see how quick you are at like reaching in, grabbing this child and running out.
Dirty 20.
So you're able to reach in, you grab the child. She sees your Order of Light garb.
Yeah.
So she's just going to cling on to you. And then you turn and you run off, leaving these cultists in the kind of the fog cloud.
Okay.
And now we're going to cut scenes over to Vaso and Benson and the lovely petting zoo. I think Benson starts off our order.
So Benson is going to just he's going to keep attacking the same Denoa in front of him that he has been, but he's going to try and position himself kind of in between where Vaso just ran off to and the enemies.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So he's going to position himself so that they'll attack him instead of Vaso. That makes sense.
Yeah, so he's like in the way or as best as he can. And okay, first attack is a 20. Second attack is a crit fail.
Okay, I'll say that it makes sense that the first attack was against the first flying creature, and Benson just hit it hard enough that it cracked his greatsword. Because he was like, oh, I need to get to Vasa. So he just like set this devastating blow on this flying creature and it just cracks his sword. Not in half, but it's like bent. So, he won't strike as well with it.
Not so useful anymore. But he does do 12 slashing damage to that thing.
Yep, and it killed it.
Ooh, all right. Well, that's it for his turn, I think.
Okay. Monsters go next. It is going to switch targets to the new one that's in front of it. These are not the smartest of creatures. So it's just going to attack and claw, a 22 and a 16 to Benson.
Oh, 22. Yeah, that hits.
All right. So you take 4 piercing damage, and then it comes up with a claw attack for a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
All right. 3 slashing damage. And then Vaso, you have your uncle guarding your back as you are hobbling away.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep hobbling. I guess I'm going to try to head towards the direction of the order. And then while I'm going, I'm going to sort of guide people to safe places. Hey, go over here, or you guys go over here, take shelter. So I'm gonna try to, as I'm going, I'm also gonna be directing because that's what Vaso wanted me to do, or Benson wanted me to do.
That's what Vaso wants to do.
Yeah,
too.
right. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a charisma check to see, or you can do anything charisma based. So persuasion, intimidation, anything that you want to do charisma based to see how effective you are giving the commands.
So Vaso's charisma is a -1, so he's not very charismatic, but he's gonna try anyways.
Especially when he's in rage.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we've seen that.
So I rolled an 11, so I got a 10.
I'd say with a 10 and you have your order guard on, the people are listening to you a little bit, but some are really excited to see Benson in action, so they are not fleeing as quickly as you would like them to. But you do have some of the younger citizens that are a lot more scared and don't really know Benson that well. Yeah. They're the ones that are listening to you.
Okay.
Let's do another round here before we cut over to the other side. So Benson.
All right, so Benson is now standing alone, kind of defending the people running away, and without a useful weapon. So he picks up a piece of the petting zoo fence that's broken, like a fence post, and he does the imbue weapon ability on it. I don't have the card in front of me, but
Vasa, will you read that card out for us?
Imbued light. All right. So the caster taps into their soul using the energy to temporarily coat a small to medium object in the gift of light. Take 1d4 soul damage. This damage is then used to coat any small or medium-sized object in the gift of light, making it a holy weapon or holy armor. This effect dissipates after 24 hours.
Yep. So Benson picks up this fence post, imbues it with holy light, and says, "All right, big boy, let's go, you and me." And he takes a swing at it.
It's Benson in the Holy Post.
23.
It's Christmas.
All right, that hits.
That's going to do 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, got it. And he has multi-attack still.
Oh. Is Imbue Light a bonus action?
It is. All of the spells that I added are bonus actions.
Cool. He's going to take another swing. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
That's 15 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
He did more damage with a fence post than a great sword.
That's how Benson goes.
All right. And then the monster is just going to retaliate on Benson. Going to bite and claw again. A 21 to hit.
That hits.
6 piercing damage. And then a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay. Sounds good. And now we're going to flip over to Woods.
Okay, so she has this child kind of
Clinging to you.
clinging on her back, and she is running through what I'm assuming is pretty much chaos.
At this point, I feel like a lot of citizens were there with their families.
Okay.
So I feel like they, as soon as this happened, probably fled and found cover because they're protecting their families. So I would say at this point, it looks more like a desolate plaza because of that fog cloud. And now your second fog cloud on top of it. It's kind of like a dusty scene where you hear chaos and commotion and clanking, but you can't really see anything.
Okay. Do I see anyone from the order?
You don't see really anybody now with how intense your fog cloud is.
All right, I'm going to run toward, I want to go back to the order.
Okay, so you're going to make your way back to the order. Are you going to stick on the main streets, or are you going to try to duck into like alleyways or anything like that?
I think she's going to stay in the main streets.
Okay.
So she's going
just to cover as much distance as you can.
Much distance between her and whatever that was. And I would assume at some point, if she sees like a family, she's going to deposit this kid with somebody. So if she sees somebody kind of huddling, or maybe there's people inside of a building, she's probably going to drop this kid.
I would say as you're kind of looking around, trying to find somebody, you hear somebody shouting out, Toria, where are you? And then the child starts to kind of fight you a little bit.
Okay. I'll probably just let her go.
I need to go with my dad.
Okay.
I hear him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let her go.
Okay. And then Toria, you let her down and she runs off, and you see that she like runs into her dad, which is he has like a sailor suit on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the order because there's no rifts over here. There's no way Woods is gonna take on 15 people by herself. That's just not something that she can handle. So she's going back to the order. Okay.
As you are leaving, you hear, fan out. Don't worry about the unworthy. Cleanse them.
Great. Well, she can't do good if she's dead. So she's going back.
Sounds good. Let's jump scenes over to Benson and Vaso. Benson, I believe you are first.
So Benson is just going to continue to engage with his fence post and the monster in front of him. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
All right, but I bet a 23 does.
I bet it does too.
Yeah, so first swing misses, and Benson gets a little bit frustrated that one missed, and he winds up and just takes it a straight overhead smash on this thing for 16 bludgeoning damage.
All right. It is looking very, very weak. It tries to retaliate. I think the 15 misses, but a 17 hits.
Yes.
All right. So basically you smash it into the ground, but it's still kind of like crawling at this point, and it scratches Benson's like, ankles, calves, but enough that it cuts in. I forgot to ask, does Benson still have Vyroon, or did he give Vyroon to Vaso? I don't remember.
Oh, no, he does still have Vyroon strapped to his back. He's very secure on his back right now.
Perfect. Vaso, you are seeing this other gargoyle starting to go down, and you're starting to get the citizens out of the petting zoo. And is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm I'm just going to keep heading towards the order because I know it's going to take me a while to get there.
Yep, on your crutches.
Because I'm on my crutches. So, and I mean, I've got 2 hit points. So Vato, he's basically kind of useless right now. So he's just trying to get back to the order.
Okay.
So yeah, he's heading that way.
As you're hobbling away, you kind of take a look behind you at Benson, and you see that more flying Danoa are approaching in the distance.
Okay, so I'm going to yell at Benson. I'm going to be like, Benson, look out, look up. And I'm going to point towards the other Danoa that are coming in.
As you warn Benson about these things, he takes one more quick swing with his fence post improvised weapon at the Danoa on the ground, and the thing just explodes in his hand, and there's nothing left of that Danoa on the ground. It shatters into the dark shard that it leaves behind, and he now just kind of picks up and runs in your direction and steers you to kind of take cover because there are now even more Danoa coming with the ones that you warned him about.
Okay. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go. I mean, is there like a bunker nearby or anything that I could take cover at?
There'd probably be like a ticket sales booth that would have a cover on it. You know, like a spot where you'd buy like popcorn and pet food for the animals. So you'd probably be able to dive into there if you needed to.
Yep. I'm just going to run over there and just dive into it. Hopefully I don't break anything.
So as you are hunkered down in the little ticket stand, Benson is kind of close by you, but there's a moment of calm that kind of happens, and time almost seems to slow down for a second as a spectral figure of light materializes right in front of Benson. Like light given form, but it's not quite solidified. It's glittering in the air and it's a little bit translucent, but it's a humanoid figure, and the shape of it is familiar to you. You recognize the silhouette as that of the Harbinger of Creation, which you recognize from the statue that stands above the Order of the Light. And the silhouette calls out, "Benson Hartman, my most devoted and faithful soldier, hero of Black Bay Harbor. You defended this city fearlessly once before. I call on you now to defend it once more. I will lend you some of my power. Go and be the light in the darkness." The silhouette reaches out and touches Benson, and the moment it makes contact, it envelops him completely. And he is now glowing softly all over as he takes a step away from where you're hunkered down and into the open area where a sea of Danoa are now closing in on him. As he takes a step or two towards the sea of darkness, Vyroon's shard on his back begins to glow as well. And it gets more and more intense until you can't actually see its outline anymore. And then its shape begins to change, and after a moment of it kind of shape morphing and a bright flash, Benson now has a magnificent set of luminescent golden wings. He stops in the middle of this cleared out petting zoo area and stands defiantly against the horde above him. The ground around is kind of sprinkled with golden shards from people that were killed by the Danoa in the attack, and those start to glow also, and they start to levitate above the ground. They all begin to drift slowly toward Benson, and one of them just kind of, in particular, zips toward his hand and materializes into a sword of pure light as he takes off charging into the air. He meets the horde of Danoa and fights like nothing you have ever seen before. A single slash of his sword of light leaves a rain of dark shards falling in its wake, and he is slashing a lot as he zigzags across the sky in this just beam of light illuminating the darkness that is pouring out of the rift above the sky, above the city.
I want to see what Vaso's going to do.
Vaso's just sitting there like he's like just peeping over like the counter of the trolley thing.
Yep.
And like he's just, his mouth is wide open and like the hairs on his arms are just standing straight up because he's just not believing what he's seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's just completely just like, what what is going on here?
Cool.
It's Super Saiyan Benson.
Super Saiyan Benson, exactly.
Yeah.
Woods, you are running back. You've deposited Toria, and you see a flash of light kind of streaking through the sky. You catch a glimpse just because you know him so well that you recognize that flash as Benson as he passes overhead one time. And he's just dominating these Denoa.
Okay.
What do you do? What is Woods feeling? What is Woods thinking at this moment?
Woods is a little nervous because she didn't quite realize that there was another area that had things happening. So she's kind of understanding the magnitude of this, but then also she just like has goosebumps as she watches Benson just fly through the air, and she is kind of excited, I guess, about it. And she's going to pivot and she's going to run in that direction.
Towards where Benson's kind of flying around?
As long as I don't have to go back through where I was.
Where you were. Yeah, Benson's flying he's making his way towards that giant rift that opened up over the Order of Light. So if you are following that direction, you are going to be traveling back to the Order. And at this point, I'll say as you're running along the road, since you took the main road, Vaso, you would see Woods start like running because now she's got to the point where she's at the petting zoo on the way back to the Order. So you don't see Vaso because he's hiding.
Yeah.
But Vaso, you see Woods.
I'll be like, Woods.
And she's going to, Vaso?
I'm over here.
She's going to run towards him. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
I'm hurt pretty bad. I can't do anything.
Okay. All right. She's going to pick him up and run with him.
Sure.
Right?
Pick him up if you want.
Yeah, I'm pretty big. Okay. I'm going to pick him up. Like, all right, we got to get back to the Order. That's Benson, right?
Yeah. He just turned into that thing.
Okay.
That was awesome.
No.
Let's go. I know. We got to go.
We got to go. And but there's other things behind us. It's not just the Denoa, those hooded figures. And Nomus went through a rift but the hooded figures are coming after me. And
wait, Nomus went through a rift?
Nomus went through a rift and I went to follow and and Wallace is dead. Wait, do I know that?
Yeah, I think you would know that.
Okay. Sorry.
What?
Wallace is dead. We got to get back to the Order. I can't do anything. We got to get back to the Order. And he literally is just going to jump on her back and she's booking it back into the gates of the Order.
As you guys are booking it and you're trying to kind of comprehend what Woods has just laid on you, you hear kind of a guttural roar and a sort of nostalgia hits you as you see a gigantic black arm kind of reaching through that big rift that was opened up. And you know for sure that this is the creature that you had met at the end of your stint in Dorma.
Okay. I'm like, oh God, that's that hand. That's the hand that I saw on the other side.
What what hand? You were on the other side?
Yeah. You know how I was missing?
Yeah.
I was on the other side.
You were in Dorma.
Yeah. And I saw that thing. That's bad. That's really bad.
It looks bad. Duh.
You would know that his name is the Colossal.
Yeah, that's the Colossal.
Okay.
As you two are kind of trying to make sense of what you're seeing, you see Benson, who is now actually pretty effectively swept up a lot of the smaller Denoa that came through the rift, and there were probably hundreds of them that poured through. And what's left are just kind of a few bigger ones that are flying in the air and this giant hand that is reaching through the rift. And you see Benson kind of let go of the light sword he's been using, and you watch him bring up more light shards. He kind of just moves his arm like he's throwing a spear, and the light shards zipping up from the ground turn themselves into spears and eviscerate the larger Denoa that have come through, leaving only the Colossal's hand sticking through the rift. And he flies right up to it, and like you've seen him do before with his shield, he just stood defiantly. He does that in the air, so it's more like floating defiantly, but he does that, and he holds his arm out in just kind of like a stop signal as the light from his arm just gets brighter and brighter and shoots out and begins to stitch the rift closed around the Colossal's hand. You watch where his arm would normally be is just like this super intense light that's burning like the sun as the rift closes and the colossal's hand kind of dissipates into smoke, and Benson slowly floats to the ground. And I don't think he lands close enough for you to see what he looks like when he gets to the ground.
Alas, the bard is needing a break, so I, your humble innkeeper, shall give a few announcements.
Hey guys, it's Sam. We are almost done wrapping up season 4 and the entire storyline. We are so excited and thankful that you guys have been on this journey with us. We want to do a bit of a mailbag. If you have questions about the storyline, the world, the podcast, us as players, we would love to answer those for you as a little season finale. Regardless of where you are in the story, if you're starting with season 1 or if you're right with us at season 4, go ahead and send in your questions either on Instagram at Carriage Rest Tales D&D or shoot us an email at podcast@carriageresttales.com. As always, give us a 5-star review if you haven't done that yet on your favorite podcast platform. Share our podcast with a friend. We are so grateful for all of you as listeners. We cannot thank you enough. We are so excited that you've been on this journey with us, and we can't wait to wrap this story up. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Great! It appears the bard is back and ready to continue his tale.
Okay. We are still headed to the order. I got him strapped on my back, and we're just like, we were running and watching that entire thing happen at the same time. And I feel like Woods is like, oh crap. Like,
I'd say it takes you guys about 5 minutes to get back to the Order of Light. And by the time you get there, there has a kind of circle on the ground around Benson. You kind of push your way through. The crowd is kind of hard, so you're really struggling because everyone's trying to get closer and make sure everything is okay. And then you finally get around and you can see Benson, and he's being cradled by Dr. Graves. And as you look at him, he's really battered and bruised. The light has kind of dissipated from him, and where his right arm was is just completely missing, and so is his left leg.
When we get close enough, we're right up, we can work our way through the crowd.
Yeah, you can work your way through the crowd, but I would say it would be difficult to like actually touch him because you're just getting like pushed and pulled. You know what I mean? Like the crowd is around him, so it's hard to like actually physically get to him.
History check here. Who would be next in charge under Benson?
So Benson is a CO. So from the order, you would have the High Lord Commander, and then you would have Damien and Dr. Graves, because they're going to be the artificer and the medic. And then from there, you're going to have the commanding officers. So you'd have Benson and Bailey.
Okay, do I see the High Lord Commander?
I would say the High Lord Commander is among the crowd. He hasn't reached the crowd yet.
Woods would like to Woods is less interested in seeing Benson, and she's more interested in giving the information to somebody that, hey, outside of this, there's also these people that are trying to cleanse the city, and we need to do something about that. So that's probably her top priority right now. So if it's Damien or Graves or like the first person she sees out of those 4, she's going to run and talk to.
Okay. So I would say you would probably see the High Lord Commander first.
Okay.
And so you would run up and give him the news. He is a giant, so he's pretty easy to see.
Do I know his name?
His name is Desinir Rayfire.
How would I address him?
And
Lord
Vasa is going to hop off, and he's going to try to get to Benson.
Okay, sounds good.
That's fine. Lord Commander, how would I?
High Lord Commander.
High Lord Commander. High Lord Commander.
What is it, child? I'm busy.
No. There's these hooded figures in the square, and there's like 15 or 20 of them, and they're going to cleanse. They're talking about cleansing the citizens, and we need to shift gears. We need to go protect them because everyone's in danger.
Where are they at?
They're in the marketplace where we were performing on the stage, and like I said, there's like 15 or 20 of them. We need a team. We have to go. I couldn't do it myself. We have to go protect the citizens.
Go grab Bailey. I'll see if Benson's okay, and then I'll send reinforcements your way.
Okay.
We'll have to just do with 2 for now.
Okay, but 2's not going to work. But okay, and then I am going to find Bailey, but I'm also going to try to find Bonnie and Quentin. So I would like to try to or just really grab anyone that I know and try to gather 5 or 6 people.
I'd say you're able to find Bailey, Bonnie, and Quentin pretty easily because they'd probably all be together because they moved to the order all at the same time and then met up with their team. So you're able to find them pretty easily. And then I'll say you're probably able to find a couple other knights that you don't know, but Bailey knows.
Okay.
So you get about 5 people together and you take them back to where you were at before. Go ahead and roll a survival check.
I want to do one other thing as well. Sorry. Okay. 7.
Okay. And then what was the other thing you wanted to do?
Would I know if one of my friends can cure wounds or have a health potion or something on them?
Like the new friends?
Yeah, or lay on hands, or I need to be healed.
Oh, you need to be healed. I don't remember. Does Bonnie or Quentin know lay on hands?
So Bonnie, I hadn't decided if Bonnie was a rogue or a cleric.
I think we decided rogue for Bonnie.
Okay, yeah, she's a rogue, so she probably doesn't have that. And Quentin was a monk, so he also probably does not have any healing.
Okay, what about Bailey?
Probably got a spared, whatever lowest tier health potion.
Yeah, she'd have a potion of healing.
Could I ask her for it?
Sure, you'd give it to him.
Okay, what is that? Like a 1d4?
I think it's 2d4 plus 4.
She's gonna
yeah, it's actually pretty solid.
So she's gonna be chugging that as she's running.
Okay.
For 8.
With your 7 survivor roll that you had, you are able to get the party back to where you guys were attacked on the stage. It's pretty easy for you to remember, even with all the chaos. And there's nobody there.
Okay.
So you all decide, or Bonnie decides, you're all going to split out and kind of fan out.
Okay.
To see if you can find any of these individuals.
Is my sickle there?
Your sickle would be there.
Can I pick it up?
Sure.
Okay.
As everybody kind of splits up to look for people, they kind of pair off, and you end up paired off with Bonnie, your roommate. And she says, Woods, you were at the performance, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen Wallace?
Oh, Wallace is dead.
I haven't. What?
These hooded figures. I watched it happen. These hooded figures that we're looking for, they came in and they killed him. They killed him right away, and he turned into a light shard. And Nomus was standing there, and Nomus took it. And then next thing I know, Nomus was pulled through this rift, and I tried to follow him, but Wallace is dead.
Oh no! And while you were talking, as soon as you first said Wallace is dead, her eyes kind of shot open, and she just aimlessly took a couple of steps away, and she has now just kind of collapsed.
No. You have to get up.
Box.
Nope. I know it's hard, but you come on. You got to get up. We can't do that. They're here. I know they're here. I know they're here somewhere. You have to get up. Come on. And Woods is gonna try to pick her up and pull her up. Listen, I know this is hard, but Wallace, he would want us to fight, and we can't do this. We have to get up.
Okay.
Come on.
And she was kind of still staring blankly while you were talking, but after a second, she just kind of shook it off, and looking at her face, it almost seems like she just kind of flipped a switch, and she says, okay, you're right. Let's find them. And
okay, so talk what are the citizens? I guess, can I roll perception? 14.
What are you trying to perceive?
Are the last thing I heard this group say is go ahead and cleanse. Are there dead? Do I see light shards? What do I see?
You'd see a handful of light shards around, not as many as you would have expected based on their comment.
Okay.
But you would see that basically, we'll say within about a 3-block radius of the stage, you see quite a few light shards, but then it really partitions down after that.
Do we see any actual citizens?
At this point, they would all be hiding or fleeing.
Okay.
So they wouldn't be on the streets if you're looking there.
Okay.
Do your search, and then eventually you get called back after, let's say, 4 hours of doing this search and not coming up with anything. However, Bailey was able to find one representative, and she has them handcuffed and leading them back to the order.
Okay.
By the time you get back to the order, Benson's been moved to the infirmary. All the Denoa presents have kind of been extinguished, and it's starting to calm down for the evening. Is there anything you guys want to do before they've dismissed you to bed, basically? Is there anything you guys want to do before heading back to your dormitories?
Is Vasa able to talk to Benson at all, or?
I'd say Benson at this point is pretty unconscious from all of
he's
his
been
damage.
unconscious since he fell.
Okay.
If you want to stay with Benson at his side, you are welcome to.
Yeah.
They're not going to kick you out, especially now that they know your family.
Yeah. I'm going to stay by Benson's side.
Okay, so you're going to spend the night in the infirmary. Dr. Graves would go and get you a cot so you could just sleep in there as well.
Yep.
He is stable. It's worth noting.
Okay.
Okay, Woods is gonna do, I think, a couple of things. So, mechanic question. At the order, do we have like health potions on demand? Like, are there things we could do to reset our hit points back?
With the low magic world, those aren't readily available.
Okay.
So they would be hesitant to give them to you in a non-emergency.
Okay.
At this point, there's
No emergency.
no emergency because it's calmed down.
Okay. So she will definitely talk to the tortoise. What's his name?
Quentin.
Quentin. Yeah. So Quentin, and let him know about Wallace. So I think she'd probably have that conversation, I'd imagine, with both Vaso and Quentin at the same time. Just to kind of, we were all kind of, the sextuplet at some point. And also, so we don't have to role play that out, but she would definitely talk about that. And then she's going to go talk to Damien because I feel like she needs to tell him about Nomis and just these hooded figures.
You are able to find Damien. He's in the compound, making sure that Benson is okay and
Yeah.
making sure if there's anything he can assist with, that type of stuff. So you'd be able to find him in the compound.
Did you want to role play that out?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Damien.
Oh.
Hey, do you have a couple minutes to chat?
I guess it's kind of died down a little bit.
So did you hear about Nomis?
That I had heard through the grapevine he had went through a rift.
Yeah. So I think he's in Dorma, but I think somebody came for him specifically.
Did he go willingly?
I don't think so. I know Nomis, and I don't think he would go willingly. But I couldn't really tell. But I tried to follow, and the rift closed.
How quickly did it close?
I mean, it closed really quickly, and I tried, and I just couldn't get there. And
You would see he gets a kind of disturbed look on his face.
oh, why do you ask?
Well, if it closed so quickly, I would imagine maybe it was planned, like a ambush,
It felt very targeted and very specific.
and he just went.
He's gone. Like I said, I don't think he would. I was standing right next to him, and I don't think he would purposely leave me, but my fog cloud was so thick. I don't know. And then now she's starting to think in her head, but like, did they know about the fog cloud? Like that was like really great timing for them to just appear out of nowhere. So now she's got a whole new layer of doubt and confusion. Like, is there a mole? Was this set up?
Let me get some shock troopers around, and we will do a comb through Dorma. We'll have to be careful though, because obviously the Colossal is about.
Yeah, what are these hooded figures? Like, what is this? And why do they care so much?
We've seen them popping up over the last few months. We don't really know anything about them. They have usually kept to themselves, but apparently that has changed from what you tell me.
Yeah, I just want to find my friend.
Well, I will organize a rescue party. I will come find you if we hear of any news.
Okay, if we can help. I mean, no, Vaso and I can go and help.
I don't think either of you in good enough shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
She
pretty
kind of
bad
like
over
remembers
here.
that Vaso was like on crutches.
Yep, just got back from Dorma.
Yeah.
I just got back from there.
So, okay, she's going to thank him, and then she'll probably go, actually, she's going to go check on Vaso and probably hang out there for a little bit before she goes to bed.
Do you guys want to roleplay that? Or
I mean, I'm going to tell Woods that Benson's my uncle.
Yeah, so that would I would just imagine they're just going to catch up, and I would tell him about Nomis and everything we've just all role-played, so now we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you retire to your room for the evening. Bonnie probably takes a little bit longer to get there because she's probably with Quentin and Bailey kind of discussing what had happened with Wallace. About 2 or 3 hours pass. You're trying to catch some sleep, but it's kind of hard. And then a solid knock is on your door.
I'm going to go answer it.
As you open the door, you see about 6 uniforms. They are not the Order of Light,
Okay.
but of police officers.
Okay.
And they say,
Melwood Del Rey, you're
Uh,
under arrest.
Nomus, as you walk through the rift, standing in front of you is Grace Ragamuffin. She has a pleasant, inviting smile, a smile you kind of remember from your youth. And she says to you,
Nomus, you followed me. Are you ready to see the truth?
I mean, of course I followed you. You're like my best friend, and I don't know. I'm happy to see you, but I'm also kind of terrified of what's about to happen.
Your attention is temporarily averted as you hear chanting coming from either side of you. Glancing over, you see 2 tan robes in the midst of casting the Rift Stitch spell as a rift behind you closes. You hear Grace chanting something, pulling your attention back to her, and you see an energy coming off of her radiating towards you, and you start to feel sleepy. As you kind of drift off to sleep, you're thinking to yourself, Grace was never able to cast magic. Some time passes.
Oh, man.
Some time passes, and you awaken from your slumber, mouth gagged and tightly strapped to a table. The room around you is extremely clean and sterile, and you find yourself staring up at a skylight about 50 feet above you.
I'm shaking my head because I know where this is going.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Nomus Greytail, my better half, as some might choose to believe.
You strain your head to see a tabaxi figure walking into your view. He looks very similar to you. A bone structure and fur pattern you see every day when you look in the mirror. However, he has a large scar running across his face. His right eye is a milky white, and he's missing his left ear. So he's been through a little bit more.
Couple cat fights.
Couple cat fights. As he leans in closer to you, you notice a necklace dangling off of his neck with a very familiar-looking symbol on it.
So there you are. Yin to my yang, light to my darkness, cowardice to my courage.
Am I gagged? Or?
You are gagged, and you're bound to this table.
Okay, I guess I'd be, so many questions. Light Nomus has.
The tabaxi that you see in front of you comes over and pulls the gag out of your mouth to give you a chance to say something.
What are you doing? Who are you? Where's Grace? So many questions.
Grace isn't here, my friend, and you haven't put the pieces together yet.
How? I get that you're rift me, but how did you come to be? Like, what is this place?
That's not important, Nomus. You're asking the wrong questions.
I mean, I saw what Damien did to that elf, and I feel like I'm in a similar spot. You're not about to do what I think you're about to do, are you?
Well, that depends on what you think I'm about to do. Tell me, Nomus, would you consider yourself a man of action?
In my former life, no. Since I've joined the Order of Light, a little more so.
Well, I would describe myself as a man of action. Tell me, Nomus, how long were you at Grace's side before you told her how you truly felt? That's right.
I never
You haven't.
told her.
You still haven't. Coward. The tabaxi leans back away from you and puts your gag back in your mouth and says, I bore of this conversation. It's pointless anyway. Over the next few months, you and I are going to get to know each other intimately, Nomus. I have confidence with the knowledge trapped inside you. I will be able to destroy this world and free myself of this prison.
With that, the figure walks away from the table, over to a window, and waves at someone. He then walks out of your view. Still in the room, just out of your view because you are strapped to this table. A few moments later, Damien Longmane, the head artificer in the Order of Light, walks to the door. You are barely able to catch the trailing end of his conversation as he enters the room. Fetch me 2 golden shards. From the pile of John Doe's will do. He then walks over to the table containing your belongings, and he begins sifting through things.
Professor, when you're ready, please proceed with your experiment.
All right, Vi. Just hold your horses. Damien kind of chuckles to himself. Damien then seems to have made a selection and comes over to the table holding your flight goggles in a rolled up leather pouch. As he's looking down at you, you can see the excitement and curiosity in his eyes, and with an intensity you've never seen before. Well, Nomus, this should be fun. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. You know, quite a lot of planning went into separating you from your group. Thanks for playing along so brilliantly. Damien now unrolls his leather pouch and you see a collection of surgical tools. similar to what you saw a few nights back from observing this very room from the skylight. What's Noma's feeling?
I know what he's thinking.
What's he thinking?
It's like I knew it. Damien's is a big lying sack of cat turds, and I think I feel validated in this weird, awkward moment that the light is a lie.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking?
Yeah.
But luckily for you, all he picks up is 2 syringes. He lays one on your chest as he uses the other to pull some blood from your arm. I'll be back in just a second. Damien then walks out of your view carrying both the syringes in the direction of your new tabaxi friend. Sorry about this, my friend, but I promise the restraints are necessary to protect your body. Are you ready, Vive?
I am. Proceed.
Is that a name I'm familiar with?
You would recognize, as soon as you said, are you ready, Vive, the tabaxi you were just talking to started speaking.
Oh, okay.
About 3 minutes pass as you hear some grunts and groans coming from the sounds of what you know to be your new tabaxi friend. Okay, now it is Nomus's turn. Damien walks into your view again, now holding just a single syringe. He checks the tightness of your restraints and then looks at you one last time with a pondersome face and says, I think this will go better if you just try to relax. But this is also still fairly new even to us. So I guess good luck.
And I'm like doing everything I can to break from these restraints. Oh yeah.
Yep. And
like trying to claw it if I can, like, I don't know if my anything.
Yep.
Bite, claw.
They're holding pretty well and you're putting up a little bit of a fight, but you're strapped to the table. Damien's pretty strong, so he's able to inject the syringe of blood into your arm. At first, nothing seems to happen, but then your body begins to feel warm. But unfortunately, this heat keeps building and building and building, growing quite painful, like you were being dropped in a vat of acid. And then you begin to experience that same vertigo feeling, that same feeling you experience when you go through a rift.
Through the rift, okay.
Then things get confusing for you, like really confusing. Like your mind is being split open and jumbled around type of confusing. You lose track of time. You lose track of who you are. You lose track of your memories, and basically you lose track of reality. Remember your happy childhood growing up on the roads of Ivana, performing for J&R's traveling tabaxi troupe.
You remember the cold, unforgiving steel bed from your childhood hovel in the slums of the dwarven city of Iron Mist. You remember your life being hard and violent, fighting your way through the ranks of the Night Circle, growing in rank.
Your life was carefree and easy, laughing and playing in the woods, learning to play instruments and performing for the crowds. You remember Grace, your friend and crush, reciting fairy tales for the children between sets, her timid laugh and soft tone entrancing all that hear.
Soft-toned and timid? Hardly. Your mate is one of the 4 generals of the Thieves Guild and is the ambition of every man in the Night Circle. You remember the ancient ruins, escorting your lifelong friend and lead scientist of the Night Circle, the professor, protecting him from himself as he studies and documents the immortal terrors of this world, as well as the new beings that have started appearing here recently. Clad in armor with an oddly shaped crest of a white and black swirl.
The crest? You mean the crest of the Order of Light? But I've only known Damon for 4 months. Eventually, the confusion takes over you, and everything goes blank. You stay in this void for an unknown amount of time until your eyes slowly blink open, and you find yourself back in your body.
Or is it Vive's body?
It is difficult to tell given everything that happened, but you find yourself strapped to the table looking up at a skylight, and you feel a heavy hand on your shoulder as you look up and see Damien, your lifelong friend, or maybe an acquaintance from 4 months ago. Well done, my friend. We shall continue your treatment once you've rested a bit. He then stands and wipes some blood from your mouth. As he exits the room, you see him smear the blood across your flying goggles.
And so the bard's tale has come to a close. Ah, what a splendid crowd you have been. We hope we'll see you again at Carriage Rest Inn.
Guys, this story is so dynamic.
Faux show.
Like, wow.
All right, we got to the question now.
Hey guys, it's Sam and I play Wood. So we are going to take some time and get to know our players a little bit. So today's question is, if you had a superpower, what would it be? And this is you as a person. It could be a superpower. It could be a D&D thing. But if you, the person, could have one of these things, what would it be?
Mine would easily be teleportation.
Okay.
I hate driving. I want to go do things, but I don't want to have to travel there.
Yeah.
Like go through the act of traveling there. So teleportation.
Solid choice.
You're definitely the destination type of person, not the whole like the journey is the destination. You're definitely like just the destination will be fine.
Well, it's probably because as I grew up with non-rev flying, the destination was always horrible, or the travel was always horrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to say flying.
Oh.
Just because I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And plus,
The opposite of
Yeah.
the
Well,
destination is the fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think there would be some pretty cool views you could see as while you're flying.
So like you could just like
Fly through the mountains
fly. Okay.
or fly really high. I don't know.
Okay.
So we got like Superman and Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Ryan?
I think telekinetics would be kind of cool. Like moving stuff with your mind and like summoning
Ooh.
things or
Like a little Scarlet Witch situation?
I was thinking more like Professor X. Like move things
Okay.
with your mind. You can like inception people. That's probably the wrong grammar, but like plant ideas in their head of like, like go get me a beer, Mike. And he would go get it. Or like,
Okay.
Accio
Beer.
Natty 20. Boom.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 again, I think that'd be kind of cool.
All right, I like that. Well, John, what about for you?
I think for me it would probably be like I think the clock stoppers type thing where you can basically not exactly stop time, but like spend a whole bunch of time that only takes like a little bit of time, like the hyperbaric time chamber from Dragon Ball Z.
That would be cool.
Where like you go in for like a day and you come out and you've spent like 4 months training.
Okay.
I could also go in that one. Go with the Matrix like download skills ability.
I know Kung Fu.
that'd be
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome too.
Be cool.
Okay.
So just cybernetics.
Pretty much.
Anything with the nix at the end of it. Telekinetics, cybernetics.
Okay.
Teleportanetics.
Oh, yeah. Flying netics.
Flying netics.
Mine's drastically different. I would like to have the ability to know every single language and able to understand it and speak it fluently. And
Pretty
I
cool.
just
That'd be
think
pretty cool.
that would be like the coolest thing, just to be able to communicate with literally every person on the planet.
Would you Dr. Doolittle it too? And talk to
100%.
animals?
I want to
Yeah.
talk to animals. I want to talk to plants. Like, I just want to, but not overwhelming. I don't know. I just would love to be able to go places and travel and be able to just organically communicate. Hey guys, that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If there's a question that you would love us to answer, a conversation you'd like us to get started, go ahead and reach out on our social media and shoot that over to us and we can put it on air for you.
See you next time.